Hello people of the internet. Well, today I'm going to do a flip through of two colouring books. Both these colouring books are by Jacek Lasa, or Jacek, J-A-C-E-K-L-A-S-A, and they're great painters range. Now I'm into art and artists, and particularly I really like this kind of abstract art, like Merrow and Picasso and Klee. I actually really like that kind of art, so when I saw these pop up on Amazon, I jumped on board and bought both of them. So let's have a look at this one first of all. This is the one by Pablo Picasso. It is the Pablo Picasso colouring book. Now this colouring book is really very thin. Very, very thin. If I bring the other one up alongside it, you can see how thin it is. So it is a thin book, and it doesn't actually have many pages to colour in it. So it's got a glossy cover. It has 11 pictures on the back in colour, and this is actually all the pictures that are inside it. There are just 11 pictures inside it. It's on Amazon printed paper, and let's start the flip. So it has a book plate page, so where it says this colouring book belongs to. It says copyright, and then it says author. I think that's supposed to say author and illustrator Jacek Lasa. Okay, so then we have picture one is L'Italienne 1917. Now this is just an enlargement of part of this picture. So really this is just a single-sided, and that is the same across all of them. So this is just single-sided, but instead of this page being left blank, they've just sort of done a enlarged version of this. So then this second picture is Jacqueline Bust de Femme au Chapeau. Image 3 is Portrait of Dora. Image 4, Woman with a Hat. Image 5, Woman with Book. Image 6, The Red Chair. Image 7, Girl with a Boat. Image 8, Seated Woman. Image 9, Fruit Dish. Image 10, Sleeping Woman. And image 11 is The Student, and that's it. So there's just 11 images in this book to colour. It is a really, really thin book. Okay, so let's have a look at the Joan Merrow colouring book now. So again, it's the same with the 11 images on the back, but there are more than 11 images on this one. Same author, same copyright information at the front. Now this one is slightly different in the fact that the pages are all backed in black. They all have this Merrow signature as the back of the page. So this is page 1, which is Woman with a Mirror, which is actually supposed to be like this. And then the next one is Vuelo de Parajar. I'm not gonna attempt French. I apologise to anyone in France. Now if you're looking at this colouring book, this one's called The Sun, Embracing the Lover, and thinking, wow, that looks like a child's colouring book. In fact, it doesn't look like a child's colouring book. It looks like a colouring book made by a child. Well, that's Merrow. This one's called The Birth of Day. This one is called Portrait Number 4. This one is Dutch Interior. This one is Mural. And then this one's Mural Detail. Now that's actually a running theme, as in they have a full picture and then a zoom in the picture within this book. We have the garden, and then a zoom in of the garden. We have the rooster, and the rooster zoomed in. Summer. Portrait of Mrs. Mills in 1750 after Constable. And then Portrait of Mrs. Mills again, zoomed in. Figures and dog in front of the sun. Not quite sure where the dog is, where the figures are and where the sun is. This one is called The Bird. This one is called Big Carpet. I'm assuming the inspiration was a carpet somewhere. This one is Gaudi 3. This one is called Woman with 3 Hairs. I can see the 3 hairs, not quite so clear on where the woman is. This one is called Gaudi 17. This is Peacock Feathers. I'm sure it's supposed to be that way round. You can see a bit of a peacock feather there. Might zoom you in a little bit. Actually, I won't because you won't see the book. This one is called Portrait 2. This one is Woman and Cat. This one is Swallow Love. It's definitely supposed to be that way round because you can see the word of more there. There's a foot there. This one is La Bella Somni Dora. This one is Seated Woman. I thought it was Woman Seated. This one is Red Composition, which clearly is not red until you colour it red. This one is Tapis de Tarragona. This one is Gaudi 8. This one is Japan. This one is The Bird Deploys Its Beautiful Plumage. Probably took longer to think of the name than it did to create the picture. Okay, next one is The Sun. The next one is Grape and Olive Trees. Some of the line art is quite thin, so that's probably a better representation of it if you are so inclined to see that. This is Figure at Night, guided by the phosphorescent tracks of snails. Wow, that's pretty deep, isn't it? Let's zoom in on this one because it's got such an interesting title. It must be an interesting picture. Okay, zoom you back out. And this one's called Dutch Interior 1, which looks more like an interior of a house. So this to me looks like an elephant. Oh, actually that's not an elephant, is it? That's a guitar or a something or other. And that's the zoom in Dutch Interior 1 in detail. So there's the elephant again. It's not an elephant. This one is called Dorotheum. Not 100% which way it goes. To colour these in, I'll have to look them up on the internet and see what colours they're supposed to be. That's Merrow signature, which is the image that's been replica. Well, it's not a signature, it's kind of, it's this untitled lithograph here. So it's interesting because I've not seen a lot of the pictures in this book, and when I bought this book, I expected it to have pictures that I kind of recognised in. Some of them I do, but not all of them. And then this is not a bad one. This is Portrait of a Young Girl, so it's a more, recognisable image. That's it in detail again, zoomed in. And this is Prades, the village, which is not a bad picture actually. That would be quite nice printed on watercolour paper and painted. And that's it zoomed in again. And here's Portrait of a Spanish Dancer. And zoomed in. And that's it. I'm not quite sure how many. Oh, it doesn't actually say printed on Amazon paper there, look. Dun dun dun. But it is. You can feel it is. Does it say that it's printed anywhere else? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that is the 2 colouring books from the Great Painters range. And I made this video because I couldn't find any flip throughs on YouTube for these 2 videos, and I wanted to make sure that people could have a look. So thanks very much for watching, and take care everyone. Bye.